Doping 101 for sports clubs and organisations, what you need to know. I'm going to cover today athlete welfare, breach of contract issues, confidentiality, science, the presumption of guilt, and the cocaine kiss case. Athlete welfare is paramount if your organisation is caught up in a doping allegation or scandal, because the athlete will be suffering, no doubt, and need all the support that the organisation can provide. The organisations need to look at whether any contracts have been breached, whether the commission of the offence may have brought the sport into disrepute. It may also impact on the athletes' funding agreements from Sport Australia, for example, and it could impact team medals and results that have happened in the recent past. Confidentiality is an important part of the process because everyone is required generally under the rules to keep the matter confidential until or unless a person is found guilty at some later point in time by an anti-doping tribunal or the Court of Arbitration for Sport, so that the athlete is protected in the event that they're found not guilty. The science in these matters is very complex, and athletes often need to go and get testing of supplements, for example, a tainted sports product that they might have been taking or using. They need to get that tested by a World Anti-Doping Authority accredited laboratory, and there's none in Australia, so they'll be sending their samples overseas to different laboratories or sending urine samples overseas to laboratories there to help them prove their innocence. So the science is quite important but complex. The next point is about the presumption of innocence. In these cases, there's generally a presumption of guilt. That is, once your sample tests positive for a doping product, you're presumed guilty. And that's doubly difficult against the backdrop that this is a strict liability offence. In other words, once you are found guilty, it's very difficult. It doesn't matter whether you knew that the product was in your system. The positive sample means that you're guilty. Finally, I wanted to give the example of the cocaine kiss case involving Richard Gasquet, a former top 10 world tennis player. He ran a case, a defence in a doping matter, where he was able to prove that he kissed a girl in a nightclub who had taken cocaine, and that kiss transferred from her snorting cocaine to his mouth and caused him to test positive. And as a result, he got off his doping charges altogether. So it was an expensive and complex defence, but it's interesting to note that these defences can sometimes succeed. If you need any advice on these matters, please contact us at Sports Lawyer, and we're very happy to help.